Hey now, you're a math star, get your game on, go count. Hey now, you're a math star, get your game on, go add. When all that counting is done, we'll be adding sums. Hey math stars, how are you today? It is a beautiful day outside. I'm starting to feel like it's a little bit of fall because in the morning it's nice and cool. Maybe it's not. In the afternoon, it still feels like summer. So you can still go jump in the pool when you're done with school. Okay, today we're going to talk about math. Guess what? We are on module 3, lesson 6. And that is exciting. Why is that exciting? Because, friends, that's the very last lesson in this book. So you know what that means? That means when you finish your lesson today, you can go to your big brother or big sister and say, guess what? I finished my math book. Because you'll have finished the whole math book. They'll be like, what? How did you finish your math book? You say, because I'm a math star. That's how. Okay, so before we get started, I want to go over something with you. We're going to compare numbers today, and we're going to talk a lot about comparing them using counting order. So I want to explain to you what that is, okay? Okay, counting order. When we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what do those numbers mean? Well, those numbers represent, right? Do you remember we talked about represent? They stand for objects. So, my phone, sorry. So here we have 1. We have one object, okay? Okay, 1. When we say the number 2, it's the next one, 1, 2, we mean 2 objects. Then we say the number 3, 1, 2, 3 objects. The number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 objects. And the number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now tell me, what do you notice as the numbers go on in counting order? What happens to my stacks? They're getting bigger. You're right, they're getting bigger. So that means when we count, our numbers are getting bigger. That doesn't mean we write the number bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, so our 1s are this big when we write them and our 5s are this big. That's not what we mean. We mean they represent, they show for bigger, more objects. So a 1 is less than or smaller than a 3, right? Does that make sense? So what about a 4? Is a 4 greater than a 2 or less than a 2? What do you think? Yeah, it's greater than, because look, there's more. And if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, because 4 comes later, so it's getting bigger. 5, okay? Just like, think about this. If you're 5 and your older brother is 10, tell me, is he probably bigger than you? Well, if we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 in counting order is after 5. So because it's after 5, it's bigger. So that's what we mean when we're saying counting order. The more we count, the bigger the number is because it represents more objects. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. Now I think we're ready to get started on our lesson. So I need you to get your books if you don't have them already, and a pencil if you don't have it already. So pause it and go get it. If you already have it, great. Are you ready? Of course you're ready. You're always ready because you are superstars. What? You can be a superstar and a math star. You can be both things, and you are. You're both things. your superstar math stars. Okay, let's get started. And in your book, page 73, that is a 7 and a 3. 73. Okay, here we go. Compare numbers within 5. Sorry, compare numbers within 5. Right here, it looks like a beach. Ooh, the beach looks fun. All right, and we have some umbrellas. Some are open and some are shut. What we want to do is we want to count the number of open umbrellas and write your number here. Write whatever number that is, count them, and write the number. And then I want you to count the closed umbrellas and write that number here. Okay, once you do that, you need to circle the greater number. Remember, greater means more. Greater means more. It's a bigger number, bigger, okay? Which one is it? So circle that. You can pause the video. Anytime I tell you to do something, you can always pause the video and do it and then press play, because otherwise I might go too fast. Okay, number 2, right here. Look at the numbers and think about counting order. Do you remember we were talking about counting order? Remember that? Right here, we're thinking about counting order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, think about counting order. Which number is greater? Okay, so which of these numbers, in counting order, think about counting order, which number is greater, and circle that. And do the same thing for this box. Which number is greater, and circle it. Okay, you can pause this while you do it. Okay, the next page. All right, the bird box and the sun box. You're going to do the same thing for both boxes, so listen to these directions. Look at the numbers. Think about counting order. Counting order. Think about counting order. Okay, which number is less? Less means smaller. Which one is less? And circle the number that's less. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Think about counting order. Which one is less? Okay. Number 6, right here. Write 2 different numbers within 5. Whatever numbers within 5 you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can pick any of those numbers and write them. Pick 2 of them and write them on these lines. And when you do that, for this box, you're going to circle whichever number is greater than. Okay, so pause this while you do that. Good. Okay, so for number 7, you're going to write, again, you're going to write 2 different numbers within 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 numbers within 5, and circle the number that's less than. Okay, for this one. Pause the video while you do that. Okay, here's some more. I bet you're getting so good at this now, math stars. Okay, look at the numbers. Here's number 8. Number 8, green box. Look at the numbers. Think about the counting order again. Counting order. Okay, which number is less? So for 8 and 9, for the green box and the blue box, circle the number that is less than smaller. Okay, pause this while you do that. And then for number 10 and 11, look at the numbers. Think about counting order. Yep, counting order. Okay, which number is greater? Which of those is greater? 1 or 2, 5 or 3. Okay, and circle whichever one is greater. Pause this while you do that. guess what? You finished the lesson. But I have one more thing I want to show you that I want you to do because you did that module. But now, oh, just kidding, we didn't finish. There's another page I forgot. Okay, this is more on your own. All right, choose 2 different numbers within 5 for this box. Write the numbers and compare the numbers. Compare means which is greater, which is less. You are going to circle the number that's greater. Okay. And then for boxes 13 and 14, for both these, you're going to choose 2 different numbers within 5. You're going to circle the number that is less than for those 2. Okay. Pause this while you do it because it's going to take you a while to write those neat numbers. Okay, now you finished that lesson for real this time. I promise, for real this time. But tomorrow there's an assessment. So before the assessment, I really want you to do this review. Okay, so here it is. We're gonna go over it. Okay, number 1. Here's the car. There's 2 lines here. Write the number of yellow marbles. Draw. Okay. Write the number. How many are there? Write that number. Then draw to show a group of marbles that is less than the number of yellow marbles, and then write the number. Okay? All right. Number 2, count the number of cubes in each group. Write the numbers. Write the number here. Write the number here. Okay? Then circle the number that is greater than the other number. Okay, so that's that one. Let's pause it. Number 3, look at the 2 numbers. Which number is greater? Circle the number. And then for this one, which number is less than? Okay, pause it while you do those. One more page, you're almost done. Almost done. Number 5, draw a number of objects that is equal to the number of counters. Write the number. So you need to count those counters and then write an equal. Remember equal? Equal means same. Okay, equal means same. Okay, number 6, mark below the number that is less than 2. So here we have the number 2, okay? You're going to mark, which means you're going to fill in that circle. Which one is less than 2? Okay. Number 7, circle the group that has the greater number of objects. Okay, and number 8, circle the group that has the lesser number. Did you finish? Guess what? You finished the whole book then. Big brother, big sister, I finished my math book because I'm a math star. Woo-hoo! So proud of you all. And tomorrow's the assessment and you're gonna do amazing, amazing. I know it because you are math stars. And then on the day after that, on Friday, you are going to start module 4. So amazing. Good job, guys.